What has Microsoft announced is being rolled out on Microsoft 365 Copilot. There are really a ton of them. So the slash feature, the ability to use slash to mention things within Copilot, is continuing to receive updates. Now there's the possibility to request a refinement of my prompt. So you can ask to run your prompt not only on specific files, folders, people, and so on, but also on chats and channels. Okay? It's a way to always get a better result from running my prompt. You see, chats and channels, I can actually filter by an entire channel and ask for information about the channel because maybe, I remember that some information was shared in that channel, but I can't find it easily. By asking Copilot an open-ended question, I'm giving Copilot a tough task, right? To look for information across many sources. But this way, I can tell it, look, just search there. This is nice, especially for collaboration.
Sorry, I just wanted to introduce myself real quick and then I'll let you go ahead. I'm one of the Microsoft MVPs and I'm an expert in the technologies that revolve around Microsoft 365. So if you want updates on Microsoft's collaboration tools, the world of intranets, Microsoft 365 Copilot, SharePoint, Teams, and all the other tools, subscribe to the channel.
Also, a stronger integration between chat, Outlook, and calendars is coming. You see, when it realizes that I'm asking Copilot to draft an email for me because maybe I want to pull information from a file or from other sources, I have the Outlook editing feature. This was already there, if you remember, 2 years ago when they released the first version of Copilot. I would ask for an email draft and then Outlook editing would pop up, which was really nice. That way you finish the email in Outlook and then send it instead of having to copy and paste. Then they removed it, nobody knows why, but now it's coming back again. That's nice. Then a feature that I think is really great and has been sorely missing from Copilot. Now you can retrieve information not just from an email when it's mentioned, not just from the content of the email or the email thread you reference, but also from its attachments. Finally, wow, Office files, PDFs, JSON, and XML are now supported as attachments. Obviously, all files from which Microsoft can extract text. Copilot still can't understand images, interpret their content, and provide you with information about them. That's still not available. But hey, it's a good step forward. That said, users can finally access information from mailboxes where they've been granted delegation. As you can see here, the example is, give me a summary of the recent emails from John's mailbox. This is useful for those who have delegated access to an email account. So I can't just search within my own emails or events, but also in those of people for whom I have delegation. Very nice. And now Copilot gives us information not only about the content of the meeting, but also about the status of attendance responses. So I can ask it, can you tell me who hasn't responded for today's meetings? And it gives you a recap and tells you, look, for this meeting, the organizer was so-and-so, and there are 2 meetings where you haven't responded. This is nice because with the constant flow of information, events, and emails you get every day, being able to ask Copilot about these things too is, in my opinion, really useful. Before, it did help you a bit in this regard, but it didn't work all that well. Now, however, the response status to a meeting has actually been included in the knowledge base of Microsoft 365 Copilot. A good thing, in my opinion. There are actually many other features that are coming. One last thing I wanted to talk about is the Microsoft 365 Copilot Library. Basically, there will be, or actually there already is, a single place where I can find all the images, all the pages I've generated with Copilot or that someone else has generated and shared with me. So that in a single place, I don't have to keep regenerating from scratch, images that I might have already worked on. I can even take an old one and continue with my white working, ask for new changes, or use the features in the Create area that let me edit the image with some really nice visual tools. You can remove the background, highlight an object, move the object within the image. In short, there are some cool features. Take a look at the Create area. All right?